Hi.
Hi, James.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I hear you have some interesting objects for us today.
I have. I'd love to show you some of the stuff that I have. So this is my schematic of a prototype of a Titan II intercontinental ballistic missile. This was an absolutely huge ballistic missile that the United States fielded during the Cold War. Enormous nuclear warhead on the end. And you can actually go and see this missile down. There's a silo in Tucson, Arizona that's been converted into a museum where you can go and see it. And that's where I picked up this schematic from.
And is the government hiding any nuclear secrets in Tucson, Arizona?
It's not. This is a privately owned museum, but actually it's not entirely accurate in its Cold War history. One of the claims it makes is that the United States never threatened to use nuclear weapons first during the Cold War, which is not correct in any respect. Let me go and show you my nuclear weapons effect calculator. So this is one of the absolutely classic pieces of Cold War nuclear kitsch. This was included in a classic book called The Effects of Nuclear Weapons, which is the most complete study of what happens when you actually detonate a nuclear weapon. This was printed in the pre-computer era, so you couldn't just type numbers into the computer to work out the effects. It had all of these tables and graphs, and they produced this calculator as a way of helping people very quickly evaluate the effects of a nuclear weapon. So, for example, if you want to know how much overpressure, how much a nuclear blast pushes on you, you can, let's say, you want to know you're half a mile away from a pretty big nuclear explosion, let's say 100 kilotons. You can line up the 0.5 miles with the 100 kilotons. And then here you can read off the scale. So there is an overpressure there of about 38 psi, which is enough to do an awful lot of damage to, even a pretty heavily fortified structure. So this is how people this is how people estimated the effects in the pre-computer era.
That's super interesting. So the prognosis on that isn't so good.
No. Being that close to a large nuclear blast is not a good idea.
Good to know.